this video, I'm going to show you how to find designers or developers to help you really create the website or the online marketing project that you're working on. So a lot of times if you're working on something, there might be one aspect of your website or an aspect of, say, making your website mobile responsive, or maybe it's creating a certain design for something you're working on in your business. And it may not be either easy to find someone local to you or someone that you know, or it might be too expensive for your budget, or you may really not want to just take the person that is local to you or someone you do know. Maybe you want to work with somebody brand new. Using sites like Upwork or Elance are a great way to find very highly qualified people to do either one-time jobs or ongoing positions. And so in this video, I'm going to just show you the basics of using something like Upwork or Elance. They're very much the same. I happen to be using Upwork here. I really like Upwork. It used to be Odesk. And so I'm just going to show you how it works basically and what would create a really good job post to get you a rock star to help you one time or with an ongoing relationship to work on your site. So I found my team through using sites like Upwork and Elance. And so my team, we started on these platforms and used them for about a year. And once we had a solid relationship, now they just work for me regularly. We don't actually use the platform anymore. But it was a great way to build our relationship for a year to get started and to get comfortable with one another. So when you create or when you come to Upwork or Elance, it's free for you to post a job. And you basically would, this is the homepage of Upwork, and you can go ahead and kind of browse around and see the kinds of people that are available. And you can create a free profile. All you really need to do is verify your email, add your payment info, and then you can make a job post. So I'll show you an example of my job post that I actually have going on right now. I'm working in a particular specific project where I need a specific type of developer to help me implement some designs that are mobile responsive, and they can help me iterate on the development within hours on a daily basis. So I'm looking for this new developer, and my job is kind of specific. When I make a job post, I don't just say, hey, I'm looking for a WordPress developer, thanks. My job post is specific, and there's a couple elements to it that actually make it more, or kind of reassure that I'm going to get someone that has an attention to detail and does what I'm looking for. So currently this particular job, I want someone for hourly, and I'm looking for an intermediate level person. And so the details I have in here are a brief explanation of what it is that I'm looking for, and then who they are, so you. And this just kind of gives them an idea of my personality as well as what I'm looking for, and kind of the way they respond to this is going to tell me a lot about their personality and what's important to them. And so I'm really talking about them in my job post more so than actually talking about the job. Now the job, I'm talking about the specifics, but I'm also talking about like what their abilities are, what their talents are, and then I talk a little bit more about the specifics. So I'm really looking for someone for approximately 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, and it's an ongoing position. And then I have a very specific thing at the bottom, which is if you're interested, please email me a list of your areas of expertise and rate your expertise on a scale of 1 to 10, and then send me any websites you worked on, and include entire description read at the top of your reply. Now this is just a little thing, but it's a very specific request so that they follow directions. And if you're comfortable or you're used to hiring people, this is pretty standard stuff, just to make sure that they follow directions. So this really is going to weed out the people that A, don't follow directions, or B, I'll be able to tell in their way of speaking back to me whether they really kind of get it or whether it's not quite a fit. So that's really an important first step. Once you've posted the job, you can then post it for free, and then you would go and you would search, and you would search for freelancers that have some of the specifics that you want. So in this case, say for instance, I wanted a PHP developer, and you may not know what kind of development or design you want. You may just know that you need somebody to work on your website, so you could just search designer or developer. Whatever, if you, whatever, or maybe WordPress is what you're searching for, or maybe it's ebook design or Facebook ads or social media, searching your key term to kind of weed through it, and then you can sort of filter down to the specifics that you want and the area of, like, the level of expertise that you want to kind of sort out what you're looking for. And then you'll see the list of people, and you can see where they're from, you can see a picture, you get their description, what they've tested and proved that they're proficient in, and then their basic hourly rate. Now, this doesn't mean that this is the hourly rate you're hiring them for. This just means this is what they've posted is their general rate. Now, whenever you say, I want to contact one of them, for instance, like, let's just pick one. So, for instance, this one, I think I've already contacted them actually, but when you find one you want, you can click on Contact, and that's going to bring you up to this invitations page. And this message is automatically populated, and then I'm inviting them to choose, or I'm inviting them to the job to quote me for working with me. And so I can click send invitation. Now, I believe I've already done this for this particular person. Yes, so I've actually exceeded the maximum daily quota for invitations. So the key when you make a job post is to invite people, because the people that are going to be good and great to work with, they're not necessarily searching for jobs. They have work, so they're not kind of actively looking. And a lot of times I find I always max out my number of invitations after I post a job, and I'll go through the list of experts. I'll read, for instance, on this one, I'll read their overview. I'll see kind of, is their level of English up to par so that we can actually communicate easily. What is their past experience? I'll kind of check them out a little bit, and I'll contact them and invite them to my job. And you want to do this to kind of max out the number that you can contact. I think it's like whatever, 20 or something that you can actually contact and invite on a daily basis. And you want to do that because the good ones aren't as necessarily out there looking for work. So you need to kind of ping them so that they see your job post and then they bid on it. And once they see your job post and they bid on it, you then you'll receive whatever their quote is for doing the job, and you can then message them back. And you can, like right now I have one applicant, so I can message them back and we can have a little negotiation. We can kind of discuss the job. I can see if they've followed directions, that kind of thing. So you can really start to figure out if this person's going to be a right fit for you within just a few moments once they've replied. And as soon as you choose the one that you really like, or you might choose, say, two, and have a trial for both of them, or you might work with them for a temporary job for some small thing first, just to test it out, whatever seems appropriate to your job. But you hire them here, and whenever you say have one that you like, there would be a button here that would say like hire, and you would hire them, and that creates a contract between you and the contractor. And all of your money is managed through Upwork, and Upwork then will it connects with your bank account, and so Upwork will bill you on the agreed upon amount at the frequency that you guys agree upon. So you create a contract with the developer or the designer or the contractor. You create a contract with them on Upwork as to how, when you're going to pay them, how much you're going to pay them, and if it's hourly or ongoing basis or whatever. All that gets figured out first before any money is exchanged, and then they begin working for you. And once they've, say, met their max quota of hours for the week, or they've fulfilled the job, they then submit that on Upwork, and you approve it, and then your money is released to them. So your payment's released to them, and you pay them. So your money doesn't go to them until you've reviewed their work and approved that they've completed what you'd like. And it also, you can monitor the freelancer when they're working for you. Upwork, they basically have to set up and check in with Upwork when they start working, and it'll monitor their screen to let you know what they're doing for the time that they're billing you for, if you're billing on an hourly basis. So that just gives you the confidence that they're not just wasting time while working for you. So you can see screenshots of their screen while they're billing time for you and approve what they've been doing. So it just helps you to feel comfortable working with someone that you don't know, likely in another country, and yet still feel confident that it's, everything's going smoothly and you're getting what you want. Again, I've done this, my entire team I found through sites like Upwork and Elance, and it works great. You can get really quick jobs completed, or you can have an ongoing position, and it helps you to really find rock stars around the world to work with your business. So I hope this helped, and if you like this video, if you like anything to do with learning about online marketing, websites, social media, and things like that, check out my website or check out my website at techdivamedia.com or my other videos on my channel. Thank you.